All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to Breeze News. And today's guest is someone that has done so good in her performance today. I just saw her performance and something to say about her. She's done a lot of South Indian movies and she's worked with Sanjay Dutt. Not just that, she's known for her voice, a nightingale voice. And apart from that, she's also a very beautiful human being, someone that treated people so good on the stage, and the crowd went crazy. And right now, I have her next to me, and I'm very excited to have a little conversation with her. Lizza Malik, as you call her, the greatest Lizza Malik. Hi, Lizza. You look absolutely stunning.
Thank you. The introduction was just too sweet. Thank you so much. I'm touched.
You deserve it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, tell me something. You're in. Is it your first time in Colombo?
Not at all. In fact, this is the first time that I've come back after 3 years, maybe.
Oh, wow.
But otherwise, before COVID happened, I used to be here every 6 or 8 months. And Bally's is like coming back to my home. It's very nostalgic because the first time I ever came to Sri Lanka was to be here on stage the way I was today. And it's like family to me. So, yeah.
How nice. That's so amazing. So, welcome back once
Thank
again.
you.
And I hope you keep feeling like home whenever you come here.
Always. The hospitality, people, they are so lovely. They don't make me feel as if I'm a guest here. I feel part of them.
Right. And
Yeah.
that's the best part whenever
Yes.
you come here. So, since this is a podcast, I want to ask you, let's dig in more. How are you? How is life? It's 2024 and we've all seen so many ups and downs since COVID happened. So, how is life now? How are you doing now?
Well, if I talk about my personal space, I'm married. So whether you call the high of my life or the low, that we can we can be little how do I say sarcastic about it. But I'm happily married, as
How
I can
nice.
say, and I am blessed to have someone, my husband, as a partner. And coming back to COVID, yes, life was tough for a lot of people. The pandemic has taught us a lot in life, how to survive with the minimalistic thing. We always earlier used to feel that we cannot do without a lot of day-to-day things that we were used to. But those 6 months, 8 months, or a year that we were locked up, we realized that life is all about basics.
True.
We always make our expectations larger than life, and we feel that we can't survive without a lot of things. But COVID got me back to my roots, and COVID taught me a lot of patience, a lot of hardships I was already going through in my personal as well as professional life. Having said that, but I enjoyed staying back home because it got my lot of creative side out, which in a day-to-day time, I would not have the time to do it. So I did painting, a lot of cooking, a lot of poetry that I wrote, and multiple things. So yeah, and then again, bouncing back post-COVID was difficult for everybody. But I always say I think by God's grace, I'm God's lucky child. So things were not that tough for me.
How amazing.
Yeah.
That's very honest. And I feel like when you're in a podcast, this is what we actually look for. So I really like the conversation that's going so far. But like you spoke about your craft and how you did, how you spent your time in pandemic writing poetries and all that. I want to come back to this question that I heard your song Tip Tip Barsa Pani and your album with Mika Singh as well. So did you always wanted to sing, and when you sing, how does it feel? Because I sing sometimes just for myself, and whenever I do, I feel like I am kind of healing my soul. It just heals your soul. So what about you? Did you always wanted to do what you're doing right now?
Honestly, I am a person. I am not a POA person. I don't plan my life. I don't plan my schedule. I go with the flow because life unplanned is challenging and beautiful for me. A lot of people have different opinion and thought about it, but I've never planned. When I was in school, I never planned the next day what I'm going to study. When I went to college, I never planned that I'll become Miss Delhi and become part of the college union and I'll get into politics. And when I became a model, super successful as a child model, and then got into theatre, NSD, I never planned that I'll be an actor. Of course, coming back from the roots that I belong to, I am Bengali. So as they say, Bengalis, they are born with music and talent
Yeah.
and study and craft and cricket and all sorts of sports. But in my head, I always wanted to do something which how do I say, which always gives me satisfaction. And like you said very well, it has to be something coming from the heart and it has to be very meditative. So when I entered the line of modeling, in my house, nobody is from this line of work. Nobody ever even imagined that I could, anybody could be in front of camera or achieve what I've achieved today by God's grace. So I'm the black sheep of my family. I was a rebel. So I said, ye karna hai karungi, wo karna hai karungi. And life just happened the way it is. And wherever today I am, hopefully a little bit successful and with all honesty and with all hard work and zeal that I have given to my profession, I never thought anything. I became a model. Somebody liked me because I used to dance very good. So they casted me for a music video. My first music video happened, which became super successful. I was hardly 15, 16 years old. And imagine a 15-year-old girl who's just passed out from college and she's still dreaming of doing her MBA and other stuff. She would not imagine the next step. And I was not like that. I was like, ye ho raha hai, wo ho raha hai, chalo, let's challenge yourself to go ahead. And then one day, TV serial happened. I did a TV serial when I was in school, but that was just a passion. I won the India's first dancing reality show called Boogie Boogie when I was in ninth standard.
Yeah, I'm getting goosebumps because I know Boogie Boogie.
Yeah, so I never planned that. It just happened. And then when I got into TV, I got my first reality television show as a celebrity. Then I went to Boogie Boogie as a celebrity. And then, like you said, you sing for yourself. I used to sing for myself. I used to hum for myself. So I was surrounded with singers. So Mika, you just mentioned that I have a music video with Mika. So Mika Paji heard me humming and singing. And he once said that, why are you letting other people sing for your music videos? Why aren't you singing? And I'm like, I'm not a trained singer. He said, it's okay, sing. So he got his harmonium and he made me sing, and that's how my singing career started. So like I said, I didn't plan anything, what I'm going to do next. So as I believe that I'm God's favorite child, life has been challenging. Every step and every step ahead and above that I've achieved has been challenging, and I love challenges. So singing happened, no plans. Acting happened, no plans. But the creative side was always inside me. I knew that I want to do something in the line of creation, whether it's interior designing. I'm known for my interiors also, by the way. I've not professionally yet announced myself as an interior designer, but I design most of my friends' house and my house and all that. So anything to do with creativity is what I wanted to do. And today, when I've achieved that, when I'm on stage, so what you saw today was just a teaser of what I do.
Yeah.
So when I'm on stage in front of my audience, 1,500, 1,000, 200, 100, doesn't matter. When they say once more, then I feel that I've achieved it, whatever I had not planned. And that's satisfying and meditative for me.
How amazing. Every word you said is so inspiring, especially the part when you said that I'm God's favorite child. I feel like because you think that way, it's there in your subconscious mind.
Manifestation is the key and power to everything.
That's
that you wanna
absolutely
achieve.
true. And I think viewers that's watching, I think that's how you should believe, because most of the times we blame our luck for things and we blame ourselves for things. So do you think destiny or hard work, what is actually the key to success?
Both goes hand in hand. Of
Yeah.
course, your destiny plays a very important role. But if I say hard work, you don't put and you just totally rely and depend on destiny, it's not going to work for you. You have to put hard work. And alongside the destiny also helps you. You have the plate in front of you with all the cuisine that you love, but then God has provided you the plate, but you have to eat on your own. He's not going to come and feed you. He can provide you the food that you want. But to eat, you have to take a spoon and eat, right? So destiny is there, but hard work has to be put from our side, with all honesty.
So good. Do you read ever?
Yes.
You
Yes.
do?
Whenever I get time, I read.
Where do you get all this knowledge and psychological aspect from? Because I see you're a very intelligent woman and you're
Well,
giving me a very positive vibe. And I think whenever this podcast goes out, a lot of people is gonna be inspired by you.
well, I was told by a lot of people that beautiful girls are not very intelligent, but I would love to believe that I have both of that.
Beauty with brains.
Brains. And I I have learned, and whatever I'm speaking, every word of mine is via the experience I've had on a day to day life. Experience teaches you a lot. And from the age of 14, 15, I've started working with all that hard work that I've put without any so called filmy background, or they say in filmy terms, godfather in the industry. So, everybody, every audition that I gave, every meetings that I've attended, every shoot that I've done, every actor that I've worked with, whether it's my junior artist or somebody like Sanju sir, who's my senior, or every hairdresser or a makeup artist, I try and pick the best out of them. I look best in everything. So I have adapted thoda from every part of my life. And whatever knowledge I have gathered is what I am dealing with on a day-to-day life.
So cool.
So knowledge is around you. You just have to have an eye for it.
Yeah, I think that can be a quote. Knowledge is around you. You just have to have the eye for it. Said by Lizza Malik.
Said by the Lizza Malik with a double A.
So cool. We saw your dancing, which was spectacular. There's no doubt about it.
Thank
You
you.
did so good. And of course, we have heard you sing in the album. But can you sing two lines for the viewers right now?
Sure. I will go a little off track than what my image is. I'll sing one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
तुझसे नाराज नहीं जिंदगी हैरान हूँ मैं ओ हैरान हूँ मैं तेरे मासूम सवालों से परेशान हूँ मैं ओ परेशान हूँ मैं. Thank you.
Getting goosebumps again. That was so good.
Thank you. Thank
No
you.
wonder you're like a bunch of talent. You have so much in you, and I wish you all the very best. And I only want to see you go up and up like
Thank
you're
you
doing.
so much.
And it's such a great thing that you're married, you're a homemaker. But apart from that, also you're doing so many things, and this could be an inspiration to so many women out there that's watching. So would you like to give some advice to the women that's watching, that's married, and most of the time women take themselves back, hold themselves back, that knowing that I'm married and I have to take care of my house. If I go out and do all of these things, it would be a trouble, but you're doing it so effortlessly, and I feel like every woman deserve that freedom for themselves, right? So someone from you, if someone like you would give the advice to those kind of women, it would really mean a lot. So something that you would like to motivate the women out there.
The most important role and the most difficult role is being a woman. And women itself is the epitome of energy, power. Shakti bolte हैं ना
सही
हिंदू
बात है.
में, हिंदी में. So औरत जो है वो शक्ति का स्वरूप होती है. So we have the power to give birth to a new life. We have the power to have those 7 days in a month where we have, all the pain and hormonal imbalance. We are powerful amongst us only. It's just mind over matters. A lot of us think that we are not capable to do a lot of things like go out of our comfort zone, balance between house, family, and work. But darling, the most toughest job in today's day and age, I think, is being a homemaker. She's a mother, she is a wife, she may be having different roles in her life. She's cooking, she's managing the house. That's the most difficult task and a thankless and an unpaid task. If a woman can do that, women can do a lot of things. We just have to get out of our comfort zone and think that when we can take care of the house ourselves, we can go out and conquer the world. So, for a lot of people, I would say, do not think that we are the weaklings. We are the most powerful creature that God has made.
So, so, so beautiful. I think every time I'm going to feel low, I'm going to come back and watch this podcast. And if this podcast has affected me so much, I'm sure it would affect so many people out
The
there.
most important thing, what we need to always remember, is keep our head on the shoulder and never let success go in your head.
That's true. That's always true. And it could be anything. Like you could be a successful homemaker or a successful worker that works in a 9 to 5 job.
Yes, and I always tell people around me, and I believe that strongly, that your co-actors or your colleagues, they will always say, oh, she was a good person, or she was a good actor, or she was a good colleague. But people beneath you, when you're gone, when they say that she was a good person, that is your success.
That's true. That's absolutely true. Thank you so
Most
much for joining me in this conversation. You look absolutely stunning. And
Thank
before,
you.
when I saw you, I thought, oh, she's a pretty woman. But after talking to you, I feel like you definitely have a very beautiful brain and a very beautiful heart.
Thank you,
And I
darling.
hope that never changes for you.
It won't.
And thank you so much for joining us at
My
Breeze
pleasure.
News.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Breeze News. Signing off.